Let's talk about levels to oneness. We have equality, balance, and harmony. Now there might be a few other divisions of oneness, but we'll discuss those three since they're pretty relative on this human plane. So first, oneness would be acknowledging the interconnected aspect of this reality. The good, the bad, the evil, the dirty, the clean, all sides just connected as one. So there are no sides. And it's important to acknowledge oneness because it instantly reconnects your mind to things like peace, things just like balance and the effects of that. Sorry, I had to move away from some bees. So the first division, and I guess the bottom division of oneness, is equality. Equality seeks to skim oneness, but really you're just signifying a certain side and trying to bring together two opposing sides when there really aren't any sides, let alone anything to oppose. We see equality being fought for in society a lot, and really at the end of it all, acknowledging oneness would kind of break that. A lot of conflict comes, and there might seem to be inequality, but really I feel like it's a disconnect from oneness. There's all this separation, there's all this segregation, which is why there's such a fight for equality. But even with equality, there can still be discrimination and separatism. So even though equality might seem positive, in the long run, it could still bring up conflict. Next, we have balance. Balance comes with really just accepting both sides, but there's still, those sides. There's still this fight to work out different types of energies. And balance is great. Balance is still really great, and I feel like it's a precursor, it's a step before harmony. I feel like balance still fights against certain vibrations, Like you're always trying to budget your energies so you don't overload yourself, and you're still kind of filtering out things, to find that balance in any situation or experience. And that's great, but I feel like there's still conflict, because there's still differentiation. You're still differentiating, between different energies, different entities, different topics, different emotions, which leads to the third, idea of oneness, which is harmony. And harmony is important because it really creates, that resonance that's needed. Any vibration, any frequency, you can instantly harmonize and basically assimilate to it. There is no vibration or frequency you can't resonate with because you're in oneness, with the universe, with your reality, with your plane. So there's no need to differentiate. There's no separation. There's no differentiating between things. You just accept them as they are. And it might seem like there's conflict still within harmony, but I feel like with harmony, everything always works itself out, because this is a very efficient reality we're in. And the more you go with the natural harmony of things, and however that might manifest in your reality, it can only work out in your favor. So yeah, I would think, harmony is like the best idea of getting to oneness. It's beyond just finding equality in a situation. It's beyond just trying to find balance in what's going on in your life. It's truly being in harmony and accepting and knowing why things are why they are. Just walking through our 55 tree fruit orchard. Just some ideas I wanted to touch on because it really is important. There's nothing mystical or really all that deep spiritually about oneness. I feel like however the heck a human needs to understand it through their culture or language, really oneness with everything, the trees, the straw, the elements, the birds, anything, even plastic, even my glasses, there truly is a system, especially with the best method, I think, harmony. And you really have to be creative, you know, how that manifests, but it can only benefit you in a positive way. You know, so this is just a quick video, just because I was thinking about it. Thought I would share some thoughts. All that forest is ours too. You know, you can go anywhere in there. So here's a pear tree. Beautiful blooms. I think this one might be dead, unfortunately. Really nice mulch layer I've been laying down. Really, really thick. Really helps this clay soil. There's a nice dwarf. I'm about to water everything too. Now they probably want it. Lots of trees. Here's my favorite so far. This plum tree. Really beautiful so far with the foliage. Can't wait. Look at this beauty. They all bloom at different times, but this one's the best bloom so far. It's a crabapple tree. There's a duck pen I'm finishing up. We got the duck pool, so we could just pump all that beautiful fertilizer water into the orchard. Don't even have to pay for fertilizer. We got a few more trees in this little section. Yeah, really beautiful. It's gonna be really green. I did a lot of tree work. Basically cut down any trees. Tons of weeding. Make sure to black out stumps. And I blacked out a lot of stumps. Did a lot of pruning. This one was really big, but I really pruned it down. This was manzanita growing here, taking up a lot of shade, so I cut that down and shaded it out. Lots of moving of stuff, like I had to move all this metal. Transported all this straw by wheelbarrow. And now as you can see, there's lots of healthy foliage growing. Really none of the bad weeds. I did such an extensive weeding, and I don't see any of the viney weeds. These are all weeds that our ducks like to eat. Brought in a whole bunch of soil by wheelbarrow and made these like soil plots, you know, under each tree, so it holds in soil and holds in water and nutrients a lot better. So like whenever I give them extra compost tea or whatever, it really sits in there. All of this was clay though, you know. Nothing can grow in clay. But yeah, tons of foliage. But yeah, that's basically the orchard. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll be giving some more updates on the orchard as things go by. So far, pretty amazing. There's a lot of work this winter, lots of pruning, lots of mulching, and this duck pen's like the final cherry on top. Yeah, just a lot of hard work. This is just like a giant garden bed. You know, everything matters. But yeah, peace and love. Catch you all later.